Ups, Operation Ups.
Hi. Let me take a quick attendance since usually Nancy, and she's not here tonight, so I'm gonna make sure I can.
Hello.
Hi.
No,
So
I
let's
wanted to
see.
be with
Is there a message here
makeup girl.
tonight? Let's see here.
I'm on mute.
Is that the Scots? Got the animals? Let's see. Yes, here. Mosky,
Are you gonna go get it?
Castillo. Garcia. I don't see Garcia. Okay.
This is a really good
Martinez?
place.
I see
If you're ever down
Martinez.
here, go here. Look at this,
Hector.
Josh. Look at how big that is.
Hector's there.
Lambert's.
So here is there.
Alabama, Missouri, and
then
somewhere else, Tennessee, I think.
boom.
They throw you rolls. Look how big that is.
Jurowski. I think this is the first time, unless
Jenny sent a friend
scheduled,
request?
I think this is the first time that I
Josh,
have
why'd your sister friend me?
you in the class. Oh, but write it down.
Should I accept it? Okay, whatever. Yeah, they come around with all these things and they give them they yell it out.
Let's see. Mariano, Hector, Sahib.
What'd she send me?
Does everybody know how to use the chat? So like if Hector, I just want to confirm, is your last name Ojeda?
Wow.
Ojeda? If you want to use the chat and just tell me yes.
Yeah, my last name is Ojeda.
Ojeda? Okay, I just want to make sure because I don't see your picture and it just says Hector, so I just want to make sure I have the
Hector.
right name. And let's see.
The one I used to go
Informer,
to.
are you, if you can use the chat, is this the first time you're in the class tonight? Because I don't have you on my list. I just want to make sure you're not in the wrong room. Oh, so you've been in the class before?
What do you say? What do
Okay,
you say?
probably Nancy's usually the one that takes attendance, and that's why I don't have you.
Perry, you're good
Okay,
at
so I
this.
got you. And
This is the one I used to
let's
go
see,
to.
who else?
New
I got some
Branson,
here.
Missouri.
I think that's it. I am missing Garcia, Martinez, and Zuniga, and Lee. Paula Lee. I'm missing those. Okay. So how was everybody's Thanksgiving? Anybody want to share any event for Thanksgiving? Any family drama?
Did you hear what she said?
Did it? Scott, did you have a good Thanksgiving?
We
Yeah.
did.
No.
Yeah.
it
How are you
sucks.
feeling, Jennifer?
Slowly, I was blessed to have all my children helping Thanksgiving.
Josh, look at
So
this.
Still recover, and so I was very blessed. We had a nice Thanksgiving.
Good, good. So does anybody want to share any story that they have?
Look at that.
You guys have, so are you guys ready for Christmas? Any activities?
Are you hungry now, Joshua?
So what have you got going for Christmas? Go ahead. Who wants to go first?
Those are
You gotta get on mute.
that's the smallest they have. That's the smallest size.
We set up our Advent wreath and our
Candles with our Advent.
You got an Advent wreath with candles
And then our nativity.
and a nativity. Oh, good. And I have my wreath too in my breakfast area with my candles. My first candle is already burning a lot. I turned it outside. I was like, oh, they're fast burning candles. I'm not gonna have to won't be able to, because I usually like to light it a little bit during dinner time, but I don't think I can. I'm gonna have to go buy more candles.
yeah.
And I do have my little nativity going. I have several nativities all over the house
Alex,
too.
is that you?
Anybody else? Is anything going on?
Hey, Alex.
We made
what's
an
up?
advent wreath.
And why does it look like a back of a
Did you make it from a reel?
We
Yeah.
were looking at
Oh, that's
restaurants.
nice.
Look at all
Last
of
year I had a
us.
real one. This year I didn't
Should I
have a
join the
real
meeting?
one.
Yeah,
So,
you have to have 8W.
What about
in there to
nativity sets?
join.
Everybody's got a nativity set
I
going
mean
on?
8W.
We got Joshua, the parent. I'm
I see
paired with
there's a
some
lighting tree
blessing.
back there in your house. I can see something back there. I like the lights.
Why? Why?
Anything else? Did you decorate outside your house?
Yeah.
My husband loves Christmas, so we have Christmas everywhere. I'm sorry?
Why? Why can't I be
We put
blessing
a
phone?
Santa and a hot cocoa and the minions with the tree.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
cute. That's cute. We decorated the
Hold on a
patio
second.
outside.
Alex
We put
beat
lights.
Henson
Okay.
8W.
Somebody else raised
Give
their
me a
hand.
second.
Who else wants to
The
share what?
Spitlers have something, and I want to hear about Jarowski's car breaking down.
Oh,
Two.
somebody's car broke down.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I put up
Wait, you
our
said you're also.
Christmas
What's
tree
the
and
issue?
we put our nativity up and
What do you mean? What do you say?
put our advent wreath on.
Good, good.
Wait, what? The stream?
Here, look.
Are your
look.
wreaths big enough to
Now
put
you can see
anywhere
the
near
chat.
your nativities near your
Wait, there.
prayer table?
They're right next to it.
Next to it, yeah. I have little ones, but mine,
My
big
gas
ones
light
are
went
hard to
out.
put on where I have my prayer.
My
I might have
life
to-
went out.
Get some a little one so I can put it on my prayer table. So
Save the
whose car
transmission
broke down?
bill.
Was
How about
there
that?
some kind of event?
Wait, so wait, what do you want me to put it as? What do you want to put my name as?
A mini car
8W
broke down.
Tenson.
Tell me, what's a mini car?
8W. Tenson, and then whatever I want.
Has everybody
I
got their
guess.
chat on? If you click on the chat at the bottom, you can read on the right hand side
Uh-oh.
the conversation.
Oh, no.
You guys got the chat going?
Mm-hmm. You want to say something? Oh, my
Okay, hold on, I'm
Cat,
joining you. Give me a
Mr.
second.
breadcrumb. What the heck? Is it a real car or is it a remote control car?
Wait, what is it? B?
You said.
So the cat did something.
Remote control.
We have several of those of my grandson.
Don't
You
let
could've- you
don't
should've
let the
just
cat
said the
or the
cat
remote
named
control car
Breadcrumb.
near the Christmas tree.
Oh yes.
Wait, what?
Yes.
My cat, Mr. Breadcrumb.
So is it broken or is your car fixable?
Is it
Wait,
fixable?
where's
Tanner,
the,
is it fixable?
where's the link?
Oh,
Broke.
it
Oh,
broke.
broke.
Yes, I think.
Okay, well maybe we can get a new one for Christmas. It can go on the list, on the wish list.
No.
Does anybody else want to share anything that they're preparing for Christmas? Do you think the Advent wreath helps you
Fruit cake.
preparing for Christmas?
When we've started a tradition the last few years that when we have Sunday dinner, that we, before our meal, we take time to read through the Advent. We have a book that we use
Wait,
to
so-
talk through the Advent the day, each of the Sundays.
Wait,
So we
hold on,
use
I'm gonna
that before our
join.
dinner time on Sundays to kind of go through the Advent wreath, what's it mean,
Toaster
and kind of
10.
talk a little before we
What?
eat dinner.
Trying
So
to buy
that's
a
become a
Best
nice
Buy, but
tradition
10 out of
with
10.
our children, our younger ones and older ones.
That's nice. That's nice. I mean, it helps me, even though I don't have little kids anymore.
Wait, what do you want me to
But to
name
bring
myself?
everybody back
I
as we
have,
get into the marketing, my daughter's into
what
like,
would you
oh,
put?
we gotta get this. I was like, okay, we're in Advent. Okay, so we're in Advent. So let's first talk about a little bit about Advent, and then we talk about the list and what we're gonna do and what we're gonna eat. Kind of help you focus
gonna
and
join.
bring
I'm also
everybody
trying
back,
to buy a
and then
Best
we
Buy.
can
Wait, I
still,
got the
do
meeting
the
passcode. What the heck?
decorations
Oh my
and
God,
think about
seriously.
Santa and the list and all that. But
hang on.
it
What's the
helps.
code?
At least it
What's
helps
the
me bring
Yeah.
them back.
I sent it
Because
in
everybody
chat.
gets carried away
Okay, I'm about to join.
on the holiday and the shopping and decorating and the partying.
Mommy,
So it
how does
does
this go
help
on?
us a little bit to make sure we stay back. And what about you guys? Anybody else want to share
I couldn't
anything
figure out how to strap it.
about Advent?
Well, I have
Let's
to
see, I
read.
got something on the side. I gotta read. Hold on.
It's a pain in the butt. I'll just do this.
Toaster, 1010 toaster.
I'll just use this label.
Okay, so Milano, I'm going to get a VR headset for Christmas. I want to try doing Zoom and VR or something. What a great
I don't know,
idea.
'cause, like, start catching on, I think.
Can everybody read the chat?
Yeah, I did it, but I had to ask my son. I said, "What is a VR?"
Well, hold on.
And it was a virtual.
Is the
And he
meeting
just
still
told me it was a
going on? 'Cause I ain't seen you guys.
virtual headset. I didn't know that.
Yes. Yeah. I only saw my son-in-law got
What?
one. Then I was like,
Wait,
oh
is
boy.
the meeting still
At
going on?
first,
I
some
went in the
people
meeting
even
and I didn't see you
get
guys.
dizzy. Some people
Oh,
can
is
use
there
them
nobody
because
there
they
to
get
send you
sick. I
into
had no idea when I
section?
saw that, and my son-in-law
Oh,
got
the
one and put it
breakout
on. And then I
Yeah.
thought, oh,
How do
this
you
is
go to
kind
the
of
breakout
cool. But then
rooms?
some friends of
I
mine
don't
told
know,
me
there's
we
usually
can't
somebody
use them because
sent
we
you here.
get dizzy. It makes us dizzy.
They were just
And
like,
I thought,
oh
well,
yeah,
I
we
better
need
not
this video.
introduce it to my grandson because then he'll want to wear it all the time, just like games. So he's only 7, so we're trying to slowly
not
with the
just about to
technology.
change my
Because then we're
profile.
like,
Joshua
okay,
said,
he's not gonna
"I
want to
see
talk to not
Connected
grandpa.
me.
I'm trying to say I'm trying to get a Mari Nesaberry.
Joshua, is Jenna your sister?
2 megabytes.
Yes.
I don't
Oh,
even
Jenna,
think
he's
so, but
asked
okay.
for something for Christmas. You already
This
have something
bad
from his
boy.
list. Now, Jenna, you're going to have to say what you want so that Joshua can get you something.
Joshua, just you gonna get your $400 headset?
What did you guys think about Father Neil's presentation
what?
and talking about using your imagination to read the gospel? What did you think about it?
Oh yeah.
I'll say.
Did you try
I'm not saying
imagining if you were there with Mary and Joseph? I was trying to think, a stable, the smelling of horses and cows.
What?
And then
How
I'm
do I get
always
in your
cold. Like, this
breakout room?
temperature is
My
too
God.
cold for
I
me.
just want to get in.
So I was like, I wonder how cold it was.
You can
Mary
invite
must
the
have
host to
been
this breakout
so
room for
cold.
assistance.
If you're giving birth to a baby and you're on the ground, there's no beds. I wonder what time it was. The light, was there light? So it makes you think, which is, I think is great that you can think of what's happening there when you're reading the gospel.
It was probably more warm because my sister Victoria says, because she's a missionary, she said Jesus was born at 12 o'clock a.m.
Yes. So
No.
it's interesting to think about what was happening at that time. If you would have been there,
No.
what do you think would you have said something? What would you wanted to know if you would have been there? Anybody wants to? You have had any questions?
Castillos, do you have any questions? Do you think you would have had any questions for Mary or Joseph?
Oh my gosh, man.
No questions?
What the freak was that?
Just pretending even now, if you were to go into a stable and you have animals in there, and even if you had little sheep or a sheep that was giving birth to another little sheep, so it's like think about all that they were going through at that time, and even after the baby was born. Now the baby's born, wrapping it. The baby was probably crying.
Where's the
because it was
mirror?
hungry.
Pain.
A lot to think about, right?
Alex, should I go to class like this?
Wait, hold on. Go to class like what?
What?
Oh, hang on, let's finish it.
Anna, where do you think they got their food
Should I
from?
go to
That's
can't
the
see it,
thing.
gosh dang it.
Mary and Joseph had
I'm
to
just
eat
messing
too.
around in Zoom trying
Right,
to-
and they had been traveling, and if they couldn't have found anybody
Should I go to class like this?
to get food at that time,
This is my
whatever time they
background.
were
Yeah, let's do it.
gotten there at the end.
Pain.
If it had been raining,
This hurts. I get it.
it's not like normal bathrooms. So, anybody has any comments?
How do I get
Anything you think about
How do I
it?
get in your fucking...
Yes.
I think
I'm gonna do
we've
this
discussed
maybe
this as a family. But one of the things we think about, like if Mary Joseph came in and she's riding in on the donkey and she's preparing to give birth, it would be like, what more can we do for you? You know, what can we do for you? Because you wouldn't think, I'd have a million questions for her, but I'd be like, oh my goodness, let me help you off this donkey and let's get you settled.
Wait. Horn,
Comfortable
should I
as
join
can
the
be.
meeting again?
And, so I know that's one of the things, but I think after that, I probably have 1,000 questions and just really sit in amazement of you
How
just
do I
have
get in your breakout
a gift
room?
from God. And, so it would probably be more amazing, but also, let me help you off this donkey and get you
there's like people there,
situated
but
so
they're
you
like
can give birth.
on your video.
Because if you were there and you weren't know that it was the birth of
Oh, the
Jesus,
camera
you
is
still have a
working.
woman that's in labor and
Oh, my
pain.
camera's broke.
So you're like, what do we do? You don't know how. Some
My
people can
camera's
tolerate
kinda
pain
broke,
really
though.
well. Some people scream,
How they called on
so
you?
you're like trying to be helpful, but at the same time, you're like, what do I do? It's like when somebody's in pain, you don't know. You don't want to ask too many questions. You feel like you're too helpful, and they just want you to, leave me alone. I need to breathe and get through this.
Wait, hold on, what's the thing?
What
I
did
have to
Jenna
be, like,
send me?
I have to be like T.
Wait, what did you do,
I
Jenna?
lost somebody muted.
What did you do?
Okay, well, for next week, we'll have no class.
Why did Jenna send me
So
a picture?
you'll be getting an email from Miss Kathy giving you your activities.
You told.
One of those will be
Wait,
you're going to open your December bag,
Is there like
and there's a picture in there of the Holy
But it's about
Family that
to
you
be
can put
over.
on your table, your prayer
I
table.
was about to be like,
Obviously, a lot of you have already worked on your Advent wreath or a candle and the
Cold war.
nativity, so that's going to be
Who's Jenna?
part of the activities if you haven't worked on them.
Joshua's sister.
oh.
And you will be, let's see, and there'll be a video. A
Huh?
couple of videos, some videos, more than one video. They links to the videos that you guys will be able to watch before we come back on the following week. Yes, somebody raised their hand. Yes.
Why we don't have
So
it
you
next week?
Hold on.
Yeah, next week we don't have class. Right?
I heard
So
that.
we do 1 week. We come on, and we usually have Father Neil
Joshua,
prepare
tell her I
us
heard
for
that. Joshua, what is
the
this?
topic for the month, and then
Joshua, the
second
whole
week, you guys work on your activities with your prayer table, and then the third week, you come back and you present
Hey,
how
Alex,
did
you
you
like
get
the
your
score,
activities
huh?
done, what did you learn.
I don't
and all that
really-
stuff.
I don't really.
So next
care
week,
that
there's
much
no
about
class.
football, Sorry.
And then the last week, then the following week will be the last week
You
for the
can go.
year. We'll be done because of Christmas. We'll be closed for Christmas, then we will come back to January. You're gonna you'll be using your
Let me just.
Rosary
Joshua,
book
look.
to do 1 decade. We're gonna use the third joyful, which is the nativity.
Joshua,
We'll be using, we want you to do 1 decade of the rosary, the third one. If you can do them all, that'll be great. You have the book so you can go through them, and now you have a little bit more experience with them, and you have
Who
the
does boy?
pictures, and we've
Who's
talked
Christ,
about the Annunciation and the visitation,
Yeah, I
and
can't
we've
do the
seen
church
videos,
Zooms
so
right
when
now
you
'cause
pray,
I
then
have
you
to
Who is
can
that?
think about
Joshua,
it in
who's
your
this?
mind what
look
we've
at this.
seen, the pictures
Josh,
that
who's
we've
this?
seen on the
This is hot.
visitation and down in the nativity.
Hey, yo, what's this?
that's
And then
Rico.
we'll have the other two.
Paranoid.
So does anybody have any
Paranoid's the
questions?
pain one.
Does anybody want to lead us in a closing prayer? We're going to do the Our Father, the Hail Mary,
What is why?
and
But it's
the
just
Glory
called
Be.
Image Zero. It was sent from her
So
phone.
usually
It's
I lead them
stupid.
and Nancy. So does anybody want to volunteer? And you can give
Bro, I
us,
have no
everybody
idea
will be
what-
on mute, and you can do
Bless
the
his
Our
children.
Father. It'll be a way if you can practice it.
And Jarowski.
Yeah, you like my name? You like me?
Any
Okay, I
volunteers
see,
to
okay.
do the
I'm
Our Father and the Hail
Goralski's
Mary
son.
and the Glory Be?
Gorolski.
Like I'm Goralski's son.
From Joshua.
Rylan said she'll
And
do
did
Our
you see it
Father.
earlier?
Oh, good. Okay, great.
Paranoid.
Okay, so
Goralski
if
phone
we're
was
ready,
cat.
we'll
My
Mr.
cat
start.
is
Breakdown.
red.
We'll do the sign of the cross, and then you can lead us. I'll put myself on mute.
Red Cross.
Ensure that I don't
And
break
then he
off
also
the
said I'm
marker.
trying to buy a Vespa of a toaster. 10 out of 10
Okay.
toaster.
In the name of the Father, and the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Wayfair.
Our Father,
Bro.
who art in heaven,
Wait, is Jenna
hallowed be
actually?
thy name.
Wait, is Jenna
Thy
actually
kingdom
convinced?
come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven.
Look,
Give us
she's
this
been
day our
DMing
daily
me.
bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we
Like,
forgive
like, is
those
Jenna
who
just basically bought
trespass
into
against us,
the?
and lead
Has
us not
Joshua's
into
sister basically just like
temptation,
bought
but
into the
deliver
meme
us
at this
from
point?
evil. Amen.
What meme?
What do you mean?
Thank
Wait
you.
a
Th-
minute.
Does
this
anybody want to
meme.
lead us with
This,
the Hail
this is
Mary?
an entire meme.
I guess so.
No volunteers? Okay, I'll do
Borowski
it.
Foomer.
Hail Mary, full
Okay.
of grace. the
Are we
Lord
gonna
is
play
with thee.
cards? I
think
Blessed
you're
art
gonna
thou
regret
among
it.
women, and blessed
Oh,
is the
God.
fruit of thy
Do
womb,
you want to play
Jesus.
cards
Holy
against
Mary,
humanity?
Mother of God,
Yes.
pray for us sinners,
Yes.
now and at the hour of
Cards
our death.
against
Amen.
humanity, but
Glory be
but
to the
every card
Father,
involves
and to the Son,
Amber
and to the
and
Holy
something
Spirit,
about his
Fine.
church
as it
and
was in
something
the
about the church
beginning,
zoo.
is now,
Can we
and
get
ever
both of
shall
those?
be,
We can
world
play-
said
without
yes.
end.
Bernard
Amen.
said
game.
yes.
Father,
What do you
Son,
want from me,
Holy
Jenna?
Spirit.
Okay, guys.
Well,
the thing is,
You guys have a
no.
good week.
one website that like is actually
Continue with the Advent. We'll have
good.
2 candles lit next week.
It's the one
I
that's
will
like
be praying for you.
Pretender X Y Z
And
Y.
if you don't have any
It's blocked
questions,
for me, so
we
I
are
actually
done.
I can't use
and
that.
thank you for participating, and thank you so much for leading us on your Father.
Wow.
I wanted to say something that me and my sister were driving to pick up everything for the Advent for the Advent
For that bit.
Bro,
for the Advent wreath,
okay.
and we had a Wendy's gift card in the car, and we saw a homeless person
Okay, there's
with
You
no
can order
arm,
a-
and so
you can
we
order a
gave
hard copy of
them
a
the
personalized
Wendy's
one.
card, and he did like a dance for us, and we
Get
added
your
like
free quote now. Is this a Geico ad?
Thank you. That's a great.
Bro, why are
work
there
of
4 people
mercy.
watching?
Oh.
That is awesome for Advent.
Stuff, what is happening on? What's happening?
You guys
Guy is
working
not
on
that
some
girl,
of
she
them
just
for
did
this
this.
Advent season? Remember, even
Whoa.
praying for other people, praying for people with the
I-
virus, praying for
No.
people that are sick, people that are lonely in the
Okay.
nursing homes because
Corona.
they don't have anybody or no visitors are allowed.
Anna,
What do
do
I
you have
say?
the address? And I looked to see if you sent the email because we have something for your, is it for the little?
Oh, for Charlotte, for the little
Yes.
girl, Charlotte? I have
Uh-huh.
the address if you want it, yes.
Yes, we
Paranoid
do.
mind is
We
love bigger than
we got her
man.
something where and we have a card and we were gonna mail it to her.
Okay, great. Oh, she'll love it. We sent her something
Yes.
last week. Yeah, I'll send it to you in an email.
Ooh.
Thank you, Anna.
But even just praying for her would be great. Okay, well, if nobody has any questions, you guys have a good week and we'll see you in a week. Bye.